Welcome to the Shellosphere.
There's a lot of love in here. Let's go,
All right,
baby.
so today we're going to be visiting a topic that I think we visited before. However, we're going to be talking about our experiences with dealing with women with children.
Yep.
So,
Am I going?
y'all know we are those babies' shaddies.
Bro, we are the step shaddies.
Eyes that baby's shaddy.
Eyes the baby's peppy.
Hey, the baby shaddy.
Shappy.
I'm the baby shaddy. I got the
You got it
sweatshirt
on, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be discussing our experiences in dealing with women with children. And I think we've all done it.
Yeah.
I've done it the most.
We got Jazz back, by the
Oh.
way.
Unfortunately, I've done it.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, like she
Unfortunate.
said, we do got Jazz back. Y'all know her.
Jazmen Styles. Let's
What's going
go.
on, y'all?
Yeah.
It's good to be back in the space.
Yeah.
Two beautiful souls.
Oh, thank you,
Y'all,
girlfriend.
oh, my bad.
Girlfriend.
Cheers. Cheers.
Tell me, thank you, girlfriend.
Yeah, but like I said, we've all done it.
Yeah.
I think I've done it the most between the three of us, but I will not go first today.
Let me not be so negative about it.
You do sound
Please
negative
don't.
about it.
Okay.
Please don't.
Because
Pros and cons to
I
everything.
was with someone who had a child.
Mhm.
She was with child.
With child.
She was not with a child. She had a kid. Okay. But she was a teenager. And to me, like, obviously I knew what I was getting myself into, right?
But didn't.
But didn't. Exactly, because it was my first experience. You don't know what you're getting into when it's your first experience, right?
Yeah, that's
you don't know. So you're just looking, you're an outsider looking in at first, but then once you dive into that, it's like, ooh, you gotta take care of this
Yeah.
and that
Yep.
and this and that.
It becomes bigger than you.
It becomes bigger than you, right?
Mhm.
But also, there were certain things that I just felt like, as the girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have had to take, like, I guess, ownership of.
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
not your daddy.
Okay. Because he was still active though.
The daddy was still in the picture.
Mm.
The daddy ain't dead. The daddy ain't in jail. The daddy is alive and working.
The daddy is daddy. Okay.
The daddy is supposed to be daddying. But the
Semi.
daddy wasn't daddy.
Okay.
So, like, for me, it was like, I love the child. Don't get me wrong. Like, she was my woman's kid, right? And I grew to love her, and she needs things. I want to experience things with them.
Balls.
You know?
Shows. She needs things. Really, Jess?
I'm just saying, like, I'm in the house, we living together, all of that, right? I want to make things easier on my woman.
Damn.
But it's, to a certain extent, it's like, why do I have to, like, consistently take care of things that the dad should be taking care of? Like school shit.
That was a main question for you.
It was like, it was like, okay, yeah, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what is he doing?
What is he responsible for? Yeah.
You know?
See,
Like,
I never had that. I couldn't think of it that way, maybe because I am a parent. So it wasn't, why is the daddy not doing anything? Because the mama going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, I didn't go in.
the mama gonna do it anyway.
When I went into relationships with women with children, it wasn't okay, I'm going to go in and take care of everything because I'm a mother, you know, on everything as far as her and her kids.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is a unit. So that was my mind frame, even when the unit wasn't uniting. You know, that was never the whys. I never went into it with the whys. So, but maybe because it's y'all first experience, but keep going.
I don't know. Like at some point, I felt kind of like, I ain't gonna lie. At some point, I felt kind of used, just because I was probably naive to some things. You know, and it was my fault. You know, and because I wanted to be in a relationship, I wanted this and I wanted that, but at some point, when you start to talk about the real shit, like real life shit, like marriage and like, you know, and that wasn't working out in my favor.
Understanding what you marrying into, like when you start assessing the situation, it's like,
well, not even that. Like,
how do you benefit?
Yeah, like, how do I benefit? And then also, like, do you even want this with me? Like, you want to marry me, or you just want to
the help?
Yes, like those were the conversations, and it was more or less like, I ain't trying to be a bitch, like, but I was in a situation that I shouldn't have been in. I'm sorry, but and let me backtrack. I definitely loved her. I loved the kid too, and I felt like, you know, I wanted to make things easier for the both of them, but it was definitely really heavy in some ways.
Yeah.
I don't have a kid. Like, I haven't birthed a child myself, and that I wanted a child, and I still do. Like, you know, so I'm pouring in money here and there and there and there, but I'm not like saving nothing for the kid that I want to have. Like, you know, it's like, it's certain things.
That's a great point right there.
There's certain things that I'm pouring into, and when we talk about marriage, you can't even talk about that. But you can talk about me, like, paying for trips and paying for like your daughter's birthday and like the sweet 16 and like, you know, like we can talk about buying a building together, but you don't even want to talk about marriage. Like, to me, I was, in my mind, I felt like I was being used in a lot of ways.
So you feel like the motive was different?
I felt like the motive was different, but also, like, I don't think she was quiet about it. I think she was an opportunist.
She was definitely loud. She stated she was an opportunist before when you wasn't present.
She said that she was an opportunist. She said it.
Out loud. I said, it's the liquor. Your sober thoughts.
Gee, she was an opportunist.
In your drunken moments, you express your sober thoughts. And I heard that, and I was like, I don't even think she realized she said this shit out loud. She was like, you know, Taurus, we're opportunists. I said,
so what I would say, because she said it without me being around too, right? But she also said it in my face as well. So I feel like
there's nothing wrong with being an opportunist.
Right. So like she introduced me to a new way of thinking of that word differently, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, okay, I could be an opportunist too, right? Like, I want a good job, right? I'm gonna go to the fucking job interview and try to kill it. This is my opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm
taking advantage of opportunities.
I'm taking advantage of opportunities.
But the twist was different.
The twist was different. The motive is different. Like, gee, don't fucking play with me.
Ooh, come on, Leo.
Like, you tried to play me, G. Like, you did.
Yeah, she did.
And she got a little bit out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
No, she got a lot of bit out of you.
She got it out of me.
She got a lot of bit out of you. I done seen that motherfucker come in here with all different type of brands at once because you bought it.
Are you gonna step in?
I don't like it.
Just being honest.
I like to make my woman happy.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck she want.
I feel like, let me just real quick.
But
I feel like, I know I'm trying to control cameras and audio.
We're talking about a woman with kids though.
One child.
So one thing I want to add to that, because you just said you saw it come in, a bunch of brands, blah, blah, blah. Like there
At
were
the same time, that was
at
weird.
the same times,
Okay.
right? And then there were times where it was just the three of us together, like me, her, and her kid.
Mhm.
And she'd be like, yeah, you can get that or whatever. Who's getting that for her? Me?
Yeah.
Like it was an automatic like.
I gotta say this. Why you're telling that question? I mean, why you telling that story? I gotta put this in there because there's women that constantly ask, like, why are we so attracted to women who have kids? Like, why y'all just don't want a straight lesbian, right?
I do.
No, I do feel like.
I'm sorry.
No, I feel like with your situation,
Yeah.
it kind of fits into that question because it's like, I do think she just wanted to have more help to lighten her own load, that her intentions was not pure at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference between women that had kids under the pressures of society, trying to fit into the norms of society, and then they later was like, man, fuck what y'all think. I'm going to be who I am, but those kids supposed to be here. They supposed to bless the earth with those kids. Her intentions was totally different. I felt it, but couldn't put my finger on it. That was weird.
I mean, you definitely was like, you were like, I want this because Jazz want this.
I did say that.
You were just
to
like
her and you though.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz want it, so Jazz can have it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So
I paid attention to her types though.
Yeah.
You didn't really fit into that. And I noticed that she started trying to like slowly mold you into looking the way she wanted you to look and being the way she wanted you to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep thinking about this one situation that I fucking hate.
Mm.
And it's the situation where she was here. And then y'all friend was here. And then they had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
let's talk about it.
It was like to me, it was a slap in the fucking face.
Oh, that was a backhand. Fuck you talking about?
It was like a.
It wasn't even respectful.
It was like
front hand competition.
So I'm living with you, taking care of you and your child, but you're sitting here and you talking to this person about what you wish I would do or how you wish I was or like what it was.
What this is what happened. Because what I did was I sat back for a little bit until I felt the need to step in and check it because I wanted to see how she was going to check it. Okay?
Fucking didn't.
She didn't. So I had to do it. So when the questions was being asked, I was seeing how she was going to defend Jazz. She did not. She let those questions be asked. She let the certain things be said. And then I cut in. I said, Jazz, my friend. I said, we're not about to do that. But her as her woman.
Jazz was here?
No, she was in Paris.
No.
Oh, okay.
She was in Paris. And I had to do it. And that to me, that just validated what I already felt. And I know people be thinking I'm tweaking because I be feeling shit on a deeper level, G, but some things you can't put your finger on right away. It just be a feeling. And then the universe aligns certain situations so you can really see that you're not tweaking.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit that night. I was like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you ask something of someone or expect something of someone and ask something of someone, but you don't show up for them and behind their backs and like just.
So to keep everything in line with the topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she fits in that category of a woman with a child that just really care more about having help with the child than actually being invested in a person and then letting everything build and grow from there. So she fits in that.
So do you think that she just gonna keep like that's gonna keep happening all the time?
I mean life gonna hand it. okay, I know karma timing is different, but life gonna handle her ass. It's okay. So
Like, you got a car?
you
I
hooked her
literally
up.
gave her a car.
And I feel like that's the difference.
You can have this, baby.
So men always saying it's been a whole movement, don't mess with women with kids, right? But that's the difference between a man and a woman in this situation is because we're deeper in our emotions. We're deeper in our connections. So when we see a woman, well, I'm gonna speak for myself, automatically soften up.
Yeah.
Then you see a child, what?
Right.
Heart really big. Fuck you talking about? You're not about to do this shit on your own.
And she was a Leo.
Want to be a part of the village. To me, this is just me. I want Nuki to go second after you, but I know she don't want to really.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, please just take the wheel and then I'll wheel it back in.
No, finish your point. You were making a point.
Because I want to go into my experience too.
Well, you just go into your experience then, baby.
I think like my experience with a woman with kids, definitely my first one. Mm-hmm. That I hate using this word, but I feel more authentic when I say it. Did I smash one with kids? Yes. I smashed the one with kids before, but being in a relationship, this is a different type of...
It's totally different.
It's totally different, right? So you walking in, and now I got to practice what I preach to men. Mm-hmm. You know what you walking into? You're not just accepting that woman. You got to accept everything that comes with that woman. And I'm not talking about just kids neither. We talking about family members, everything. You got to assess the whole room. You got to read the whole room.
Yeah.
So many pros, though. But we can't leave out the cons. Yeah. When you're dealing with a woman with kids, you got to ask yourself, you got to make peace with the capacity, right?
Yeah.
Me not carrying a child, I don't know what it's like to be responsible for another fucking life.
Right.
So you going in there naive.
Super.
You going in there ignorant. You going in there selfish in a sense. Yep. You never had to factor in this shit. So I'm used to being in a relationship with a woman that's just available.
Yeah.
Outside of just working. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's not gonna be as available. She's not gonna have the same capacity. She have to, if you take on a date, that phone, she can't be as attentive.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? Can you deal with that?
Yep.
You gotta really ask yourself that. Like, luckily for me, because I like my own space anyway, I like to not be bothered anyway. I can make peace with certain things, but when it comes to the emotional aspect, I need you to have that capacity.
Yeah.
Because I don't require a lot. But if you being pulled on in so many directions, that means, okay, now we're dealing with multiple kids.
Yep.
Who got different moods, different things going on in life, different paths in their life that you have to be active for. And I have to make sure I'm able to relieve you in another way, totally separate from that. You still got to feel like you a woman. Mm-hmm. Not just a mother, because, parents get attached to that role. Step in anytime, Nilsy, because I know this, you had a child. Mm-hmm. So anything that you feel like I'm saying that you can add on to or correct me on, feel free to do that.
No, I'm just really trying to listen to you guys' experiences. Mm-hmm. You guys sound very inexperienced. I'm just saying, and just to take up for those mothers, just for that. But just keep going though.
I was saying we stepping in ignorant, we stepping in naive.
Definitely take up for
stepping in selfish because we don't know because we haven't had children. I did state that before.
You did.
Yeah.
And today, I'm not dating a woman with kids.
Okay.
Mm.
That's just my choice.
Yeah, I said
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I said that after my last relationship that I wasn't. But right now I am dating someone with a child, and and that's my only exception. She's my only exception, and I'm familiar with it though. So I'm not going into it like Captain Save a Mother.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going into it that way. And I haven't experienced women who want to use me to help take care of their kids. They're actually mothers, and not taken away from that person because she's actually a good mother.
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
She's actually a good mother. Now, those were her characteristics that you personally that you experieed with her. You know what I'm saying?
She's a great mother. I'm never gonna take that away from her.
Yeah, I ain't saying that you did.
Yeah.
You know, it just, you know.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad
that
you
you said.
It's nothing. That was, like you said, that was my experience with her.
Yeah, that was just your experience.
That's my side. And
when me dealing with women with kids, like I got one, so I don't go. My mind frame is not like you guys, you know. So I'm going in as a mother, you know. So it's very different for me. It's like I said, a unity now. So now I have the help because me being masculine presenting, I'm not the mother. I'm not the feminine mother. Yeah. You know, so that I learned from that, from that actual mother. I learned from that. So I don't really have nothing to say. Go ahead though. Keep going.
I do feel like it's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to even lie. Like, yeah, you got the things that you have to get over. But when I look at the bigger picture, I care more about the village. Mm-hmm. Not no titles. I don't want to be no godmama. I don't want to be no stepmama. I don't want to be no shady for real. I know we be joking with the shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be none of that. Where everything that I understand now as a person, how can I be helpful? I like to be useful, period.
Where do you fit?
Regardless,
she gotta be the peppy daddy or whatever, the she daddy, whatever.
Shady.
God damn it! Like, where does she fit in differently?
Right. So that's I care more about like what can I add? What can I add? Now I ain't gonna act like my ego don't kick in there every now and then because it definitely do. But I'm saying like overall, I care about what I could add. I like being useful, and I'm talking about in every ship.
For sure, yeah.
That I put my little toe in. I like to be useful in every ship. So the fact that I get to cater to my inner child, the fact that I'm able to serve a higher purpose, the fact that I think beyond me, something like, I think bigger than me anyway, but I'm talking about when it comes to my overall goals, something that could be in this tier, I got to think about this tier now.
Yeah.
Because it's not just me.
Right.
So you got to watch yourself different.
Yeah.
You got to move yourself different. You know what I mean? So it's like, I love that part.
I feel like for me, the reason why I don't want to date a woman with kids anymore is because, look, I'm 32. Like I still want to have a kid. Mm-hmm. Like I want to have a child. And I think what I went through with her as well was like, I don't know if she was wanting to even have another kid, like and be a part of that, process. Right. So, that was something to think about too. And I think today, as I'm like, just thinking about life, like it would be hard for somebody who is older, who already have kids or whatever, to kind of like accept me wanting to have a child. You're right. I don't know. Yeah. Like, it's just like, I think it would be a little tough.
You're right.
So I don't know if you could speak to that. Like, would you
help us navigate?
You know what I mean? Because
worlds.
Would you date a woman, a feminine woman who still wants to have a kid?
No. No.
Damn.
Yeah, like it's
I
like,
wouldn't do that. That's because of my age. I ain't, and
Damn.
yeah, I don't.
I still won't. I'm
And that's
doing
good
it.
for you. That's good for you. You know, my
It's the way she say shit.
no, it
I
is.
love it so much.
My
I
daughter,
hate it. I love you.
my
Crazy
daughter
as
will
hell.
be 27
That's wild.
June 2nd. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that is not
27?
27 on Sunday, June 2nd.
I'm gonna say this after we start recording. Keep that in your head.
27.
June 27.
Okay.
So that I don't want to. I would not start over. I would not start over.
It's a
Now
lot.
my starting over would be the age of the child. You know,
Okay.
of my relationship.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be a toddler,
Right.
or
Yeah.
anything.
So what's the youngest age?
Now?
What
Or the
10.
oldest.
10.
Oh,
10?
youngest 10.
The double digits?
10. Yeah. It's not even because of that. It's just that's what it is. That's
Okay.
just there wasn't a number. That's the number now. That's just the actual age.
There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, that's a lot to think about.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
starting
that's a
over.
lot
For
to
me, that's
think
starting
about.
over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. So I don't need to do it again.
Right.
And I typically meet women that don't want to have any
More
more
kids,
children.
See, I want to actually
You know.
carry a baby. So, like, that could have been her hookup too. Like, nah, I already got a kid. We could take care of this one.
Yeah.
Can I say this? I gotta say this because when Nelsia say like she's a good mother, I agree, and that don't take away like just because of her intentions with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't take away from her being a good mother. So I'm glad you said that.
Absolutely not.
I
Yeah.
do think her intentions wasn't pure when it
With
came
me.
I get it.
because we know her type. So when
You know
when
what?
her type,
Oh, yeah. It ain't me.
it
I
wasn't you.
her type.
You fit close.
I don't think
Nah,
I
I'm
was
just
her
playing.
type.
I know you wasn't.
Yeah,
I was like, nigga,
that
you
I
been
know.
around more
That
than,
I know.
longer than I was. Like,
That I knew.
when she was willing to bend, that's when I started looking a little bit deeper into it, but not really because I got my own life. But outside of that, I'm glad Nelsie here with a child.
What?
She's with child,
With
but
child.
a grown woman though. So we didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Wait.
think I was still, even though
My baby not with child.
I be looking at the world, right? I look at the world and be like,
I thought you said
No, my baby is not with child.
with child.
No,
I'm like,
no.
wait a minute.
I'm saying Nelsie is with child. What I'm saying is like, even though I said I will do it, I would still have a child. I really don't know. I just said that.
Mm.
You don't
That's
know?
because-
Why you don't know?
That's because I look at the world and I'll be like,
That be me. Like, I look at the world and
Y'all
I'm like,
missed out.
I'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to bring my child into this crazy, fucked up world.
this
sometimes.
shit is
Like, it be,
wow.
the world, sometimes it be beautiful, but most times it be fucked up.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I don't want to be responsible for that shit.
I know it was put out there.
I'm responsible for bringing a dog into this.
Oh
This
my
nigga
God.
didn't even bring the dog. She just bought the
I be
dog.
looking at I
She
bought
bought
the dog. and I'm his parent. So
Oh my
like,
God.
I'd be like,
And that shit hurt too.
it
When they
do,
pass,
like, yes. I'll be looking at my dog already, and,
and they old is
nigga, when
different
you
from
go,
our
I'm gonna be
old.
sad as fuck.
Aw.
Gee, imagine losing your child at 16.
Yeah, because
A dog is way older at 16 than a child. So yeah, I know that shit equally as hurtful. But
I don't want to
that
talk
ain't
about
the
that.
same, nigga.
It's not.
It's not the same, but it's gonna hurt.
I do question, like, I know it's been put out there before, like, but what if your child could change the world? But what if my child can't?
Yeah.
God damn it. And I don't even want
And
my
your
child to feel that
can
pressure.
your child can change your world. Like,
Yeah, my
But
child would
it's-
trap my soul here.
So Jazz,
I'm too overprotective.
just off of that one experience,
yeah.
you don't want to deal with women with children.
I'd be very like, if this feels bad, I don't want to do it again.
So you let her control your decisions?
It's a great question.
Oh.
So like, but I did talk to women that had kids after her. I did. It never went anywhere.
Gotcha.
You remember
That's
the
because
one chick?
the one chick. But that's because but that's because
she was in your
of
DMs
your
for a
negative.
while, and then
Are you serious? She was not in my DMs
I
for
don't
a
know what y'all
while.
talking about.
We were
I ain't even here.
We talked for years.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
And then out the blue, I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead after my relationship. And
Low key is a compliment because
insane,
they
bro.
could kind of see
that
the
was the
connection
that was the
between
second
everybody.
person.
You
said
the
what?
fuck?
They could kind of see the similarities between
That's crazy.
That is insane.
and what they attracted to end up showing up in different people at different times. No,
Bro.
I'm trying to help them.
That was
I'm trying to help
like
they
stop
foolishness.
homie hopping, y'all. Like
Homie
y'all have to
hopping.
stop it.
Homie hopping.
I think that you should give that another chance.
No.
Just
Can I put that on the
I think
t-shirt?
that-
Okay.
What? Homie hopping.
I'm not.
yes.
Why? Okay.
I'm a homie hopper.
Even after
Nah,
You not.
nah.
The
even
women
after
are.
hearing my reasons, because
Yes.
I want to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
most women, they don't. When they have a kid already, they like, I don't want to have another kid. Then I gotta deal with the process of them thinking about me having a kid.
Okay.
That shit gonna take a year.
Oh, let's.
So okay, go ahead and have your kid then, because it's either.
It's the way Nuki said.
I'm just
Then
saying,
hurry
it's
up,
like
bitch. Y'all
you
gonna
do
be-
your
y'all gonna help
thing,
me?
or try to get
Village.
more experience from it though.
Yeah.
If you're not ready to have a child right now, that's what I'm saying. Have your kid right now. Do it on your own,
Yeah.
or try to still get some sort of
I ain't gonna
experience.
lie. I've been thinking about having it on my own.
Yeah,
Because shit's not been working. It hasn't been working out.
that's why I say I lucked
like
up.
relationships have
Fuck
not
that.
been working out. And honestly, to be honest,
I gotta ask this though.
like trying to deal with somebody who is probably not going to be my wife, right? And we get in this situation together and I'm having a kid, you're not going to be around probably, right? In the next 2-3 years, you're going to fucking leave me.
That's how you think?
I just feel like that could happen. You know, it might not happen, but also like I want a wife. So it's like sometimes I do think like I should just have the kid by myself.
I mean, I think you should, but I also think that you should stay very open because what you're gonna get it. You're gonna find that energy. Like I said, I thought I wasn't gonna be dating nobody with kids. And shoot, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. But
Because it's the person.
It's the person. It's the
I
mother
haven't met
that
the
she
right
Make you
is.
accept everything that comes
Yeah,
along with the
but
person because you
It's
you want that person.
You
So if you want that
manifested that
person,
shit.
you want that person and everything that comes along with that person. It gets a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
I know it gets deeper.
I'm saying
might
you
meet
like them that
somebody-
deep and
I
you don't
might
even
meet
know.
somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I might meet somebody who
You
has
will.
a kid and like, but I'm not gonna take away from that person.
But before you respond, because I gotta put this out there. So if you have a child on your own, right? How would you feel if you get judged
I'm gonna be judged
as a single mother and people like, I don't want to date
Yep.
a woman with kids?
I'm gonna be judged, but that's gonna be so. My number one thing is I want a family. So if I get judged, then I get judged. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yes, I want a wife, and I've been looking for that. You know, so like, but the thing is, the time is ticking. Like I'm fucking 32. I'm about to be 33. I know
you
y'all
talking
think,
some too old.
I understand. I get it. Y'all are older
I'm a
than me.
decade, damn near a decade older than you.
I understand. I understand, but I don't want to do this shit later.
And you shouldn't.
I don't want to do it later.
You
So
shouldn't.
like for me, it's like, yes, if it gets to a point where it's like I just gotta have it by myself, then I have to go through those motions. And yes, it's
I feel like
reality
I
that's-
matured at the same level as men.
Damn.
No, for
And
real.
men mature at 50. No, I'm just kidding.
What's crazy is what's crazy is when people look at me, they be like, "You're so wise beyond your years." Throughout, I mature like a nigga.
Mm.
I don't care what nobody say. I had aimless 20s, dirty 30s. That's when God was shaking my motherfucking ass. Like, I need you to see this. I need you to see that. I need this. This gonna happen to you because you got to grow. I need you to grow up. About 40.
How old are you? I'm sorry.
41. I'll be 42 this year.
I think you definitely were better than men.
I mean, it probably is. I'm just saying. Compared to women, I think I matured closer to how men mature.
I don't know.
Compared to women.
I'm gonna have to take that heat then, because at some point I have to make a decision.
So what was your pro? I know we talked about the weight of it, but what was your pro dealing with a woman with kids?
Man,
how did that shift you as an individual?
Shit. She was a Leo, talking to her, and at some point I didn't really know how to. Actually, it was a shift of when my girl at the time, she wanted me to not discipline her, but kind of talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me that you can be a parent?
Yeah.
It was that point when I was like, oh my God, I'm about to get this girl advice. And that was a good ass moment for me, because I knew that at that point, I was I'm mature, I can teach somebody something.
Yeah.
I can parent. I could do this.
Yeah.
You know?
And you did it.
Yeah. That was a good point for me. So
Love
I would say that's a pro. She allowed me to be that person, I was like, yeah, I'll buy you $350 Yeezy.
This nigga.
Nah, let me not
we had a
attach
sentimental moment.
Let me not attach that to money.
Okay.
But it was definitely that turning point where I was like, she trusts me to give her advice, and she wanted to see. I know she wanted to see if I could have a conversation with her,
So you got something else here?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So after that, everything ended.
Yeah.
What changed in you as a person in a great way that you could carry on in life and in other relationships, even if you're not dealing with women with children? How did that shift you mentally as a person?
I think there are some things that I regret. And not
it's overpowering everything else?
No. I think about this situation, so her and having a kid, and I think about my girlfriend that I had in California, who had a big old family, right? I regret not still being apart sometimes. Because I see everybody growing up, and everybody, social media is so
put everything in your face.
It put everything in your face. So my girlfriend that I had, and my ex that I had in California, I was with her for 5 years. And
when I know her.
Yes.
Okay.
And I see everybody growing. Her brother, I was around for he was fucking 9, 10 years old. He's 22, 23, he's fucking getting married. It's certain things that I'm just oh my God. Then I seen my ex, I seen her go to prom, her kid go to prom. She looked amazing, beautiful. I was just
you wish you could be there.
You know what I mean? And a part of me is oh man, I do wish that, because she would say it. She'd be like, it takes a village to raise a child type of thing. So for me, sometimes I just be oh man, I still wish that I was a part of that. But also I know how that could kind of be kind of awkward for people.
Yeah.
If I was with somebody, today, that would be awkward for them if I was around.
Oof.
if I was around their kid or like, that's another topic. But I'm just saying.
That's true. In some
But
ways.
there are certain.
But if it's a real village, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Right. So like,
if it's a real village,
if it's a real one,
put that in all caps.
Oh my God.
real village.
If it's a real village, no, for real.
So I think what it taught me was like, sometimes you don't truly have to like, yes, you could be upset with how something went, you know, but you don't fully have to let go of like everything.
Yeah.
You know,
because just because it wasn't genuine between you and the mother doesn't mean it wasn't genuine between you and the child.
I mean, a girl I was with in California for 5 years, she had 9 other siblings.
Yeah.
So it was like, and her mother loved me. So I just completely let all of them go.
Completely.
Like I just was like, you know, was it their fault? No, it wasn't. You know, everybody's growing up so beautifully.
That's
and
tricky.
Just, you know, doing
That's so
things
tricky,
that like you see them, they're fucking everywhere, and they're beautiful people. So
it's tricky though, because
so
it's like you ask yourself, like, if I get into a new situation, my new partner that I might take serious, that might take me serious, that this could like be my person.
Like, you're still talking to them?
If that leaks, no, for real, if it makes her uncomfortable, I don't want at this space in my life. Nah, when I was younger, I ain't gonna tell you. Probably didn't think this deeply into it, but like, I don't want my wife to be uncomfortable with anything. So you have to make tough ass decisions, because it's kind of like, oh, let me try to.
That go that village though, like
let's blend the worlds, right? So think about with your family. When you get your wife, your family for some reason still think they supposed to come first. No, ma'am. No. I'm starting my own family.
Yeah. Well, you say my family?
No, I'm saying with anybody.
In general.
Yeah, in general.
It's like personally, they don't think.
No. I'm talking about a lot of families do that shit, G, in general. It's like, I'm your sister or I'm your. No, I'm starting my own family.
This is my wife.
Your family that you chose needs to come first.
Yeah.
I don't want my wife to be uncomfortable. So it's like, how do we figure out the other part that we've attached to, made ourselves available to, and became a part of prior to us choosing our family?
Yep.
It becomes tricky because I'm not making my wife uncomfortable.
Right. I'm not doing that.
So you saying you were in this child's life, your wife becomes uncomfortable, you're leaving the child?
I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I said my wife not about to be uncomfortable.
So if she's uncomfortable, go then.
That means I'm doing things a certain way that makes her question me and how I show up in these people's lives. So I have to be clear about things through the gate.
Yeah.
I have to involve my wife if she want to be around or she want to see what's really going on to make her make peace with the situation.
Right.
I would definitely do that.
And your wife got to be willing to do that too, because that is something that came. If she wants you, that's coming with you. So that. I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from, but your wife gonna have to make some exceptions too, because
it's a compromise on both ends.
Yeah,
but I still have to show up in a way that makes her know that this is over. This is what it is.
Right. But people don't show up in that way no more. Like my ex with the fucking 16-year-old. She wanted to bring old people around.
Don't say it like that. The fucking 16.
I needed y'all to know who the fuck she was.
Okay.
She didn't bring people around like that. Like it wasn't in a way where it was like
everything was so separate and made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, like this is my ex. This is my ex, and like we cool as fuck. Like it wasn't like that. It was like my ex, and then like then he's gonna.
There was a lot of masking.
He's gonna be like
coating
and
over it. Yeah.
he's gonna come over. I'm not gonna ask you if he can come over. I'm gonna just tell you that he's here, bitch. Fucking come up. Like, so she didn't make me feel comfortable in those ways. So you have to make. I agree. You have to make your person feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
That's true.
So I don't know. Like, going back to just what I feel like I learned, like, I don't know. Like, even sometimes today I see them and I just be like, should I be like, oh, you look great? Like should I say something? But like, we're still following each other. Like, it's like.
I have to ask Nelsia this, though.
What's up?
When you say, okay, our wives got to accept everything that comes with us too, though, right? But when you walk into a woman's life that already had kids, you didn't plan those kids with her. So going into that relationship, because you're going into that relationship, you accepting everything that comes along with her. But when the relationship ends, does that mean you still have to accept everything that came along with her, even though that was pretty much the...
No, it don't mean that, but like you said, in that you still establish other relationships. So those are whatever. If you leave that relationship, let's say the kids, you still can still build with those kids. You can still be in those kids' life. That's your choice, and it's her choice too if she allows you to be in the kids' life.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can still be. Everything can still be everything.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Like, there are choices you can make.
Yeah, there's certain families
make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, certain women that I dealt with. One in particular, I met her kids when they were like 9 and 10, and we broke up 2-3 years later. We still follow each other on Facebook. We still talk to each other, the children, not the mother. I don't talk to the mother at all. But the kids, we say hello, we say happy birthday. We do all of that.
You give them money?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm glad you asked that.
That's not the role. That's
what
not
level of active are you? Like, are you still as active?
No, they're grown. What active?
I'm not talking. Okay, forget their age.
Okay.
Let's just make up a scenario.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's not
It's
not really about
them money.
Yeah, it's not.
If you establish those relationships,
you shouldn't be expecting that shit.
Let's remove the money. Let's remove the money. I'm talking about the level of relationship, though, right?
No.
So even if you just happy birthday, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
It's still a different level of activity than how active you were when y'all was together.
Exactly.
I don't think...
Why keep the same level of activity?
You pretty much saying what I was trying to say anyway. My wife not going to be uncomfortable anyway because it's not the same level of activity.
Exactly.
But you got some people that would like still be active in a way where it's like, I need to take care of this, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to take care of this financially, and will make their wife not a part of that conversation and make their wife uncomfortable under those circumstances because they don't want those worlds blended.
Right.
You would be okay with that?
I just don't think.
Let's say you the wife.
Okay.
Right. If you were the wife and you seeing some...
Let's reverse roles.
Seeing your ex-wife with somebody, right? Am I saying it right?
Let's say Nelsie is in a situation where she's dealing with somebody who has a child. That also have an active
person.
Whatever they call themselves in that child's life, but they didn't plan that child with them. They didn't actually plant the seed in that woman to have that child, but they was a part of that child's life. And they was so active, but they told you, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
This a world that I had prior to you.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. It can't, once I'm involved, it has everything to do with me too. That's unacceptable.
Well.
That's unacceptable.
Okay.
But what? No, it is unacceptable.
Because I wish a motherfucker would.
I wish it. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, why would
You not my wife.
girl?
If that's a thing, you not my wife.
If that's a thing, you're not my wife.
no, you can't.
And that's no.
Because what else are you hiding behind that? Why I can't be involved?
They ain't got nothing to do with you. Fuck you, bitch.
This nigga. Okay. Do y'all want to add on anything? Okay. Should we let Jazz?
It sounds like y'all have bad experiences with women with children.
I didn't.
I just feel like I think we're just. I definitely had a terrible experience.
You did. That's why I want you to just.
I didn't have a terrible experience.
I don't want to say terrible. I think it was a challenge. Like, it was not easy.
I think along the way, you figure out more and more boundaries that you need to set and have for yourself.
That's all. It was an experience. Yeah. It was my first, and it was probably my last.
And a lot that you have to make peace with.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, and I don't think it should be your last because
Leos don't be knowing how to make peace with us. I'm sorry, I'm a young Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, yeah, it takes.
And I'll be like, once I go through an experience that doesn't feel good, I don't want to go through that shit again.
Damn.
Like, I just don't want to go through it again. So these are my boundaries.
Yeah. But I
don't need it. I'm sorry, but like I
don't think you should let that woman have so much power where she shape how you see women with kids.
If a woman come to me and she got a kid and she a baddie.
What's a baddie? We not.
Because I have dated after that.
What's a baddie though? What if a baddie is another bad experience? Because baddies be having Tweety birds flying around their head sometimes.
But also, like, I've dated women who I thought were baddies after her, and it just wasn't a good experience.
It was bad. Yeah. They was baddies. There you go.
Baddies.
They were just baddies in a room.
They were bad.
So we can't gauge it off anything surface. We have to like really learn how to use our spirit of discernment. So regardless of if they have children or just baddies alone, they have to feel right.
Yeah, it gotta feel right. And I know my boundaries, and I know what I won't allow, and I know what I want as a person.
Yeah,
like, and
ain't nothing wrong with that. If that experience let you know what that was going to look like for you in the future, that's okay too.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be where she has so much power that she can shape it for you and see women with children in a different light.
I definitely still dated women with kids, and my choice, right? If I was
your preference,
if I had to make a choice, right, and I would be like, I'm gonna date this woman. Literally, there's a twin, right?
Yeah.
And I dated this woman, and she had kids, and she looked just like this person. She acted just like this person. She did everything this person did with the kid. I picked the one without the kid because I want to start a family with her. That's my choice.
No, that's cool.
That's the smart choice.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like, because I want to have a kid, and because of my boundaries and my,
capacity.
Yeah, exactly. And like, because of my future and what I want, I'm gonna be selfish, and I'm gonna take that.
Okay, so just to add to this conversation, I know it's been a nice one. I feel like one of the risks, though, is you never being respected in the same light as the actual parents. So you can invest a lot of energy. You can invest energy in different forms, right? It could be money, it could be time, whatever.
Can I say something?
A child can really be like, you not my... That's something like you have to factor in. And it's not anything to worry about. It's factoring in for preventative maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I ain't never
so you won't be struck in a way that really fucks you up.
Yeah.
Because you best believe if a situation go down, you could be doing something that protects that child, but that child automatically gonna protect their parent and not see that they in harm's way. And you protecting them from that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Gotta make peace with that. So that's why I feel like I will take the safer approach by just being a part of the village. I don't want no title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no step, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want none of that. No God, none. So just to protect myself and also be more present in a situation wholeheartedly, I have to remove the titles and just be a part of the village. The same thing that I would do, that I even do with my neighbors. For example, like they get a package, it's heavy. I know it's a woman that's underneath me, not saying that she's not strong, but like just me factoring in the fact that, okay, I work out, whatever, she live by herself, let me take her shit to her door.
Yeah.
They drop something outside, it'd be very important shit. For some reason, God let me see it first.
Yeah.
God know I'ma safely deliver it to where it's supposed to be and not take advantage of them.
Yep.
I'm talking about they drop debit cards, everything. I went into all that shit, and I just slid it in their door.
I'm knocking it up, be like, "What's wrong with you?"
If I know a woman over there, she live by herself, she got her trash out by her door.
Take that shit out.
She don't take it in time, and I'm about to take my shit out. I grab her shit too. So just doing things in that way, like how can I be useful regardless of the situation, is a way that I protect myself. So just wanted to add that. Y'all got to factor in certain things, make peace with certain things, and make sure you choosing how you exist in those type of spaces, because sometimes we think too deeply about what it is.
Yeah.
Not being used, we don't think about how God gonna bless us because we're doing things from the heart. It doesn't matter that woman's intentions. If you do things from the heart and you showing up wholeheartedly, God gonna bless you regardless.
Right.
And it might not be in the angle or the direction that you're giving in. God might be trying to bless you from a different angle, but if you keep focusing on what you're supposed to receive in the angle that you gave, you might miss out on the blessing the angle that God trying to bless you from. Yeah. So we just got to just make sure we pure heart. It don't matter. Anybody intentions. I just wanted to add that. Do y'all want to add anything else to this conversation?
No, I got an ending question though.
Okay.
Whenever y'all, if Jazz didn't want to add anything.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. That was a great.
Well, first I want to apologize to both of you for not being as active in this conversation today.
But I think it was very helpful though.
Good.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think because I was really excited about this topic.
Yeah.
But I'm a little.
Should we do it over? Like another time?
We can do a part two.
Yeah, we can do a part two, definitely. But I just want to apologize because I don't feel like I was as active in this conversation. So I want to apologize to both of y'all.
I feel like your gems, your takeaways was powerful though.
Nah,
your observation.
I think you were.
I can dig it. Thank you.
We hard on ourselves. It's okay.
We so hard on ourselves. Oh my God.
We got
why we like this?
A question from Alashas 4498. It's a YouTube question.
Okay, YouTube. Okay.
How would either y'all feel if your friend dates an ex that you've broken up with years ago? You've been broken up with years ago.
You already know our answer.
I know, but
wait, that's on me then.
No, yeah, because we don't. Let me speak from. I know this nigga don't care. I know I can really speak for Nelsia too. We're not gatekeepers of our experiences.
Okay.
So I feel like this. What if your person just came through me?
Mm-hmm.
What if y'all connection was just deeper, but the only way you could get to Nelsia was through me? Yeah. Like we big on if that one wifey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about actually taking it to the courts, but like that level of love you know what I'm saying, that was like really deep with that woman, me and Nelsia don't care.
Yeah,
we come to each other.
We've dated exes.
Yeah.
Long story short, we have dated exes multiple times.
Yep.
Not just like here. It's
wasn't
not
that.
like that. It's
a lot
just,
of it was young.
Yeah, it was young, and I took it as it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
It was most
But
likely
what if it
meant for
was
her.
today?
Or what if it was
as
today?
we're older. As you
I
are
still
older,
think though, I think that'd be the same.
It is.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
it's not
I never
my,
experienced.
yeah.
I never experienced it.
We've done it. To answer your question.
Mhm.
I don't
Like
I
I'm
don't have
thinking
any ill
about
feelings towards that.
like Sydney and like my friends that I've been friends with since like college and stuff. I'm thinking about like if they woman like came to me or like like.
But you also in a different era.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Decade
It
and
was,
shit.
if I can be honest in this moment,
We didn't care about those women.
It wasn't even
that.
That sort of established her and I's relationship.
Yeah.
That first woman that her mother found out about. When the girl told her that left her that message, I love you, whatever. She came to me and had a conversation with me, and was like, we've been talking, but I don't want to do this if it's going to bother you. And I was like, just because you did that, it'll never bother me.
Yep.
It didn't say, okay, let's pass women or nothing like that. It's just that I grew a deeper respect for her for respecting my feelings.
Right.
And coming to me and even asking if it was okay. That actually solidified our friendship. That's actually what did it. Not that nothing else did, but that did it to where, no disrespect to women, bros before hoes.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I think like it definitely depends on who the friend and then also like who the person is. Like I don't, in the dynamic of things, I don't know how to really answer that because I never truly been in a situation where I had to like kind of deal with that. Actually, I'm lying. Yes, I did.
Okay.
There's this one chick who we were very young though. And like I'm sure she still has the hots for like all three of us. Not y'all, but like
golly.
but like me and my other friend named Jazmen and Sydney.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
2 Jazmen.
Yeah, we met each other when we were like 17 and we still hang out sometimes. Like, and then Sydney. But she had the hots for like all of us. And I'm pretty sure we all,
Damn.
But
smashed.
Yeah, but it was like conversations between us. Like we told each other, like we're like, oh, like she kind of like flirted with me, and like we probably about to, do you care?
Yeah,
type of thing. And I was no, I don't really care. Like it is what it is. So I think it's the dynamic. I think it's the conversation. Like what y'all just said. Like. The friendship and
we
how
had
you
just
bring
started
it to
dating
each
women.
other.
Yeah, we had just started.
I don't know. Like you said,
women don't belong to us. Nobody belongs to you.
Nobody belongs to you.
And I think
that's what it is.
I get it. Like people
and the
really
gay world are small as shit.
They've been that, and I told Nelson, I'm like, it's not really that small. It's just the spaces that we've maneuvered.
The cute people small.
The cute people small. No, it's kind of like
you silly.
Well, we chose to navigate the areas we chose to navigate in. Yeah, it seems small because of that. We didn't really get out like that in real time. And when we think of gay people, we think of meeting spots damn near.
Right.
Safety spaces for gay people, but they be like existing everywhere.
Literally.
Barnes and Nobles, motherfuckers just be in grocery stores.
Literally
like
everywhere.
We don't think it's broad because the world kind of conditioned us to think that we really that small. They put a number on this shit.
Yeah,
it's like 2% of lesbians. Like Nigga, y'all didn't ask me nothing. Ain't nobody ever knocked on my
didn't ask
door
me I might
and
just
asked
look
me what
like
I
this.
was. So ain't no real stats on that shit. They just throw numbers out there.
Yeah.
So I think with me again, I don't own a woman. If it didn't work out, I can't block what's next for you, regardless of who that person is.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I can't do it. It's just not in me. And we could be judged for it. I don't give a fuck. Judge me for it. I don't care. That's just how I think. And I'd rather be honest about it than to sit here and speak correctly that'll fit everybody's way of thinking.
Yeah.
Their lies. Because a lot of them really lying. But we're going to let them be great. But yeah, we're not gatekeepers of women, so.
So, okay. So, like, say for instance,
Just say.
Fallon was like, I'm in love with Nelsia.
We not going to even put that information out there.
We're not doing that.
Why?
See, Fallon is... No.
Let's do another name.
No, we're not going to give
Let's do something else.
whole story.
Okay.
But just know...
I know the story.
Okay.
I know.
But Fallon is, to me, wifey.
Yeah, but what if she was like, to be honest with you? Like
Nelsia is the one?
What if she said that?
It would take me and Nelsia a conversation for that to be... me and Fallon don't have that.
Yeah,
me and Nelsia do.
Y'all would have to... What would the conversation be?
With
like,
me
what
and
would it be?
If Nelsia was feeling the same way...
Which I fucking know.
Can I gotta say this because it's honest.
Yeah.
I love this nigga. This nigga not going nowhere. At the end of the day, period.
Yeah.
So whatever I gotta get over, I would just fucking get over it. Even though Fallon is wifey, this my nigga for lifey.
For lifey.
No, in real time.
Okay.
So if Nelsia be like, G, that's where my happiness lies. Like, let me. G, it's gonna take. Ooh,
that's a good question,
nigga. That's a great question.
I was scared to ask it.
That's a great question.
Because, like, I'm thinking about Sydney, my best friend in Denver. Like, I'm thinking about that, right? And I'm thinking about my exes, and I'm like, if she came to me, it was like, if one of them was like,
well, if she said Dub, you know who Dub is, right? If she came to you like, man, Dub, because you can't help who you attracted to.
Right.
Let me put that out there. Dub. You can't help who you attracted to, right? We can help how we act on it.
Yeah.
But what if the feelings were so strong? She came to you like, I'm really feeling Dub. She's feeling me too. Y'all not together no more. How long ago was that?
Dub.
They've been drinking. I have not been drinking. They've been drinking.
Yeah, nigga, Dub.
I wish I knew who Dub was right now.
I showed you Dub.
You probably did.
I showed you Dub.
I don't know.
A long time ago, I showed you Dub. With the
Dub.
ASFU was happening. I showed you Dub because we had a conversation about Dub, and I showed you Dub like this was she was talking about.
I can dig it.
This nigga that still don't remember. It's okay. She worse than me right now.
So
she wasn't that memorable.
Damn.
To Nelsia. I gotta remember the bitch because I went through it with y'all.
Literally. I think that it would definitely, like, I can't, obviously, that's my nigga. Like,
but is that your nigga for real?
He is, like, for real.
Not saying no other for real ain't as real as me and Nelsia for real.
I would definitely feel away.
Because it's real.
It's real.
I would feel away.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Well, but would you be okay with getting over that way? Because that's your nigga for real.
I would have to be okay with it. I would have to be.
I know the crowd, the audience gonna question, if that's your nigga, why would she do that again? We can't help
You
who
can't
we are
help what you
strongly
cross
connected
paths, like whatever the fuck happened. And
we can't help.
I never been through the other things, like the
Yeah.
things leading up
No,
to
I can-
like me and Sydney never been through things like that. Where
Me and
the
Nelson
girls,
That's what I'm
definitely.
saying. That's what made
like
her
the
my
girls
nigga, though.
that was like into both of us. Like, I mean,
Like
that
I
one
said.
girl, but wasn't.
That's what made her my nigga
Mhm.
because of the conversation that was
It
had.
wasn't that
So
deep.
if she was my nigga, if she wasn't my nigga, she wouldn't have had that conversation with
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah. And
it was established very early for
Yep.
us.
I think with me and Nelsie is because you know how, like, we could think about relationships, right? Everything is great at y'all highs.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nelsie established our relationship at our lows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning,
for sure.
like, us both operating out of our lower selves.
Yeah.
That's how I knew this was gonna be some like life shit because
sure.
it's easy to be high with somebody. Y'all don't
Right.
go through nothing. Y'all don't have those type of situations. Yeah, y'all good. Motherfucker, y'all ain't really went through no tests.
Nothing at all.
But when you go through that test, y'all operating out of y'all lows.
Mhm.
Y'all don't judge each other. Y'all can have those conversations. Y'all can see things from all type of perspectives, not just how you want it to go. Not you responding from an emotional place,
Yeah.
but like really understanding life. Y'all about to do life together.
Yeah.
Period. That was me and Nelsie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that solidified me. I was like,
Mhm.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Real
sure.
talk.
Like I love
I didn't know I cared. I ain't do that shit with nobody else.
Oh.
Who I did that shit with?
Yeah, you
I
know
was
because
like,
you
what? I didn't know what
like
you said.
I didn't
first of all, that's energy that you don't know that's energy
nigga.
until it's energy.
I didn't do that.
like
When
you don't
nobody
know
my
that.
nigga like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on the whole friendship.
Yeah.
I don't loosely use that shit. But when you grow older, I mean, not older, but like a little wiser, you become a little bit more aware. You realize how loosely you use that shit with certain people.
Yeah, you can.
I didn't fuck
Even
with
me,
them.
I'm not 40. Sorry.
It ain't even
Sorry.
the age. It's
Sorry.
like, it's really your experiences and what you choose to do with your experiences. It's not really the age.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be, it was harder to be honest during those times, but I just fuck with Nelsie like that.
Yeah.
She was a rarity
Yeah.
that I didn't even know because I did some people in.
Yeah.
When they was disloyal,
Yeah.
my disloyalty showed up times 10 where it looked like I started that shit.
I would never want to witness that.
No, we all off the rip. You held the heart space when I met you.
Yeah,
I met a lot of people through Nelsie. I know she hate me saying this. I reconnected with a lot of people because of Nelsie.
Yeah.
I met people through Nelsie. I don't do the friendship shit. Me and you didn't meet through
You've been
Nelsie.
teaching me things for a long time. Like
I didn't meet you through Nelsie.
yeah.
So our connection is totally separate.
The first friend I met through Marquita.
I know. I remember you used to say that. Like you used to be like,
yeah.
You're the first friend I met through Marquita.
and then you just be like, I don't know him. Her. Like what?
You
the
gotta.
I was like that because I didn't. I didn't, but I knew who you were because one of your old friends. I used to date one of your old best friends.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
So I used to see you or whatever, but but that was it. But once you became Marquita's friend, I didn't know who you was. So once we
And she know I don't accept people like that.
So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she was
But
like,
once I got to know you, once you got here,
yeah, I felt the same way. Like I was like, I know that's her best friend, but like,
no, Noogie.
But then we started
that nigga.
Yeah, I connected with you.
You don't have to worry about Noogie. I mean Nelsie.
Never.
You don't.
Ever.
That's no for real.
Never,
that's really a rarity.
That's the Pisces in me.
Nah, Jazz got her shit, but I don't think you ever have to worry about her neither when it comes to like loyalty.
Okay.
Nah, definitely.
She got a purity about her that has nothing to do with who you are.
I can dig it.
So
I can.
So we go close out this conversation because it's been a long one. And,
Yeah. Come on, I gotta get to
very
work,
intriguing
man.
one. And we got to be mindful of Nelsie of being tired. We definitely appreciate you, Jazz, for being here,
Yeah,
being
for
present
sure.
in this space, a different space.
Feels good.
Welcome to the Shellisphere.
Yeah, you coming back, right?
I'm definitely coming
You
back.
have to because we got some more topics for your head.
Yeah, we've
Bet,
fucking
bet,
been
bet.
talking for.
There's a lot of love in here.
It's a
Welcome
lot
to
of-
a different atmosphere. We appreciate y'all watching, liking, commenting, sharing. If y'all want to see us elevate to a better space,
donation.
Oh, donations,
This bitch.
donations.
Yeah,
she never got her job.
Donations.
This nigga had one job.
you got one job.
We hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Just keep rocking with us, man. We appreciate the energy exchange. She'll be back.
I'll be back.
That's
You ain't got shit to say?
Yeah. Welcome to the Shellisphere. Welcome to the Shellisphere. Lend us your ear and take a listen. Whether you in the whip, in the bed, or in the kitchen, ease into our conversation and vibe on higher dimensions. As we tell you our position and show you that we're no different than you. Cause we all connected. When it comes to life and love, we all been affected. We all need self-correcting no matter how you dress it. So turn your TVs and your volumes up and listen to the Sheller's perspective. Welcome to the Shellisphere. There's a lot of love in here. You vibing in a different atmosphere. Welcome to the Shellisphere, where we live, laugh, and learn, and you delight from the bridges that burn. Welcome to the Shellisphere. There's a lot of love in here. You vibing in a different atmosphere. Welcome to the Shellisphere, where we live, laugh, and learn, and you delight from the bridges that burn.
Judge Free Zone.